Welcome back to part 2 of my Mega Haul eBay collection video. I'm your host DeoGenZ, and once more we'll start this video off with some starter pokes. The adorable water duo, War Turtle and Squirtile. Are you in the 75th Squirtile? No, that's Quartile. Never mind. Bad mathematics jokes. My math teacher must be rubbing off on me. Got 2 Blastoise, count them, 2 for the price of 1. Some more repeat starters we have are the 2 Chikorritas and single Bayleaf. I tell you, it seems that when it comes to the second evolution in the chain of the starter, nobody has duplicates. It's just not a thing. Everybody wants the first one because it's so cute, and everybody wants the last one because it's super badass, and it's what everybody's been working towards. But nobody likes this intermediary stage really ever. It's funny, if I can think of the video series, I'll post an annotation somewhere for you to click. But it was kind of a series about that. A series about what happens to these mid-stage pokes, you know, and their attitudes. Basically treating them like teenagers. Whiny teenagers. Not that all teenagers are whiny, because trust me, when I was a teenager, I too hated that stereotype. It's just that there are some that can't handle life, and there are some who can. You find that adults are the same way when you get out there. And, you know, whatever. We got another. So, like I said, in the last video, as my end question, do you guys think that getting these pokes in bulk and not really caring what, you know, specifically comes in what condition is a better thing than specifically picking out 1 or 2 that you have been pining away for? I don't know, because what I like about these are, you know, these rare occasions like Gyarados or Meryl, which is not always rare, but unfortunately his cute little tail's been ripped off, eyes been colored all over, but it's okay, it's still a cute Aqua Mouse. But sometimes you find these, and I've never had a Gyarados before. So, you know, it's just harder, I find, on eBay to get specific characters. If you want to collect and you're trying to get, you know, say a Gyarados, that's your favorite poke, and you want to find it, you could put that in the eBay search. Chances are you may or may not find it depending on how popular it is. Like if it's a Garchomp, then yeah, you're going to probably find a lot of Mega Garchomp figures now that are, you know, for a normal price of what these were back in the day. Oh, I brought up the waters, but I forgot to finish Chikorrita's evolution chain of 2 Meganiums. And one is better than the other. This one seems to have, again, Crayola crayon written all over it. Don't worry, I wafted it, let's just say, to make sure it wasn't any sort of fecal matter before I presented these. But a tip I give anybody who's collecting these figures and wants them to be as pristine or as nice looking as possible, you know, just throw them in the dishwasher and usually that stuff comes off. If not, try bleach. Don't scrub too vigorously, because then you just get chip marks on the paint like we've seen in the past videos, or even in this video, because there's lots of paint chipping. Children are not nice to their toys, as we can tell. My brother, man, you've got nothing left of his to sell on eBay, I could assure you of that. He's very much into trucks and Tonka toys and stuff like that you could take apart and look at the engines and stuff, and well, he went ahead and modified every single toy that he had, and put modifying quotation marks because it never worked after that, but it looked really cool, and definitely looked cool. Good thing about these little figures is that you can't fuck them up that much. I mean, alright, so I'll share a little anecdote story of trying to get technology on Amazon. It wasn't even eBay, so I can't even say that eBay is to blame here. It's just a cautionary tale to anybody who's trying to get anything that's been previously owned. Don't remember what I was talking about before that, but yeah. Again, we've got... Oh wow, this is actually a full Is that the full Electabuzz? It is. Okay, I was thinking of another Electabuzz I had acquired that had the tail broken off, but what do you know? And all of this set's mistakes and, you know, hiccups along the way. That thing actually remains tailful. Still has a tail to tell. And so does an Arbok, which I'm just gonna breeze through. Looks legit, because we've already opened one of these before. And then get to the last bits. Now, I've already had a Jigglypuff before. This one is a... well, looks like it's working on a goatee there. And I've already had a Lickitung. However, I've never had a Lickitung with a platform on it. So it's kind of cool to see what was on the bottom of that foot that was ripped off the other one. So that's the other thing, guys. If you go for the big collections of stuff and just, you know, what I like to do, I don't fly blind. I don't just get random collections and hope for the best, because you need pictures displayed. If there aren't enough pictures displayed, then you shouldn't go for it. That's part of the thing of eBay. Oh yeah, my anecdote. So I bought a Mac recently on Amazon used, and the seller said nothing was wrong with it. And when I got it out of the box, well, first of all, no power cord was included. I mean, that should, I feel, come, you know, customary. I would think. I really like this. Slowking was one of the main reasons I got this set, among others like Gyarados and Meganium and Sunflora, which was pretty cool. But yeah, so you know, use technology. The more small parts there are, the easier it is to break. You know, it's not as good to get used. If it's used from like a friend, you know, then it's okay. And if it's in a state or a condition that you'll accept, that's cool. But you know, when it comes to buying these figures, it's a lot easier because it's one figure. You know, there's really nothing to mess up other than the paint job, which can be done. You can also mess up the explanation of what you're selling online, which, you know, some sellers do. They try to sell authentic Tomy. You got to beware of that if you're looking for that sort of thing. But if you're just looking for just a bunch of Pokemon to draw, 2 fistfuls of Pokemon, that's how much was in that box. More than can fit in my 2 hands. That is a pretty awesome sensation. Plus, you get a lot of things that you've been seeking, like this Poliwhirl. Well, I've got 2 Poliwraths and 1 Poliwag. Finally managed to find a Poliwhirl. So it's kind of the excitement of eBay collecting. But when it comes to tech, guys, you probably don't want to buy used. Just saying, if you do, probably want to see it work in front of you before you buy it. Anyway, I'm DeoGenZ, and I will see you in future collection videos. Be sure to like and share this video with everybody on your social network, so we could spread the Poke wealth.